Amelia, are you doing all right now?
Oh, it's you. I'm doing just fine, Pete. Why are you wanting to talk with me now?
I wanted to tell you about today and about how I just got invited out to a dinner. Would you please have dinner by yourself today? I'll be having my meal at that meeting and then I'll be able to come home.
Is that right? Oh, you poor thing, having to go out and be interrupted by people, even during the time of day when you should be having your dinner.
Well, this is all for the company, after all. This is also for you and I and the family. So I'll do my best not to think about having to keep dealing with work into the late evening.
All right, well, good luck at that dinner today.
I will say this, though, and that is that I'm still not getting very used to working in the same building as my wife yet.
Really? I've totally gotten used to all of it now and don't even mind the fact that you're like my boss at times.
But there are times that I never get to see your face at all throughout the day while we're working, and that's leaving me feeling lonely.
Are you even coming into the office anymore? That's how it feels sometimes.
I'm sure that if you and I had to actually see one another every day while at work, things would become a little bit sour between you and I. So even though I'm not used to working in this same building as you, at least I know that you and I will continue to be happy with one another.
You have a great point there.
By the way, have you heard about Ty at all?
Ty? No, I haven't heard anything about him.
It sounds like Ty is going to be fired now.
What? I thought that he was just taking some time off work and now he's going to be fired? What ended up happening to him that led to all of that?
From what I'd heard, he was harassing other workers in the company with his status in the company. He was a very good employee to the company and all, so it is sad to see him go. But if that's how he's been treating other employees here, then so be it.
He's been harassing other employees? You're telling me the Ty we both know has been doing that here?
He was in the same department as you, right? Did things ever feel that way about him to you?
Not at all, Pete. He was one of the nicest people I'd been around, and if anything, he was the one always giving others compliments and such. And most of all, when I first came into this company and started to work alongside him, he did everything he could to show me the ropes and make sure I was comfortable with my job before letting me get work done on my own. He's been so generous to me. I have no idea how he would have been going out and harassing anyone.
But from what it looks like, there have been many complaints about him doing just that.
Who has been complaining about him so much?
This is what the executive director has said, and the one who's been affected by Ty's harassment the most has been the executive director's son.
You're talking about those two?
What's wrong, Amelia?
I know for a fact that they had just given Ty a bad name, Pete.
What? What do you mean by that? Explain to me what's going on with that comment of yours.
Pete, you hold any of your final decisions and wait for me, all right?
What? But Amelia...
I know what's going on here. I need you to listen to what I'm going to have to tell you. So before you make the final decision to let Ty go, wait for me.
All right, then. I can wait.
Hey, you! Are you going to be coming into the office again today?
Dave? Recently you've been acting very strange. Why have you been speaking to me like that? You do realize that I've been around these parts for much longer than you have and have been the one training you on plenty of things in this workplace. Could you please show me a bit more respect by talking to me in a more decent tone?
Huh? You're beneath me in this company, woman. You're just a measly part-timer after all, right?
The way you're thinking about that is not good, Dave.
Shut the hell up! I wanted to tell you that by having you around all the time in the office, you're causing my work to become defective and full of mistakes!
As far as I'm aware, me coming into work to get all of my tasks done has nothing to do with any of your work.
Just by having a freaking annoying old hag like yourself in the same office as me, my work is becoming flawed and it's causing me to look bad.
Old hag? Do not call me things like that ever again, Dave.
I'm just telling the truth. Stop acting like I've hurt you in any way by using those words.
Well, even if coming into this office is having a negative effect on you, I have work that I need to get done here, so I will be coming in again today.
Then stay away from this floor. This is the last thing I'm gonna tell you, all right?
But if I can't get to that floor and get to my desk, then I won't be able to get any of the work I've been entrusted to complete.
Nothing about this company is going to change by not having you coming into your office. Part-timers like yourself should be relegated to only cleaning the bathrooms for the rest of us. How about you go and do that instead?
As far as I'm aware, all of the cleaning of the building is left in the hands of the hired contractors we have. There is no reason for me to be doing their job for them.
Well, then tell me, what is the point in even having you as a part of this company at all? Why are you coming into this building every day to do this so-called work of yours?
I'm coming into work every day because I'm working for the company's sake.
Well, then you need to quit! You're getting in the way of far more important people, such as myself, which is hindering our work that's actually benefiting this company. So, leave! Ah, and by the way, my dad is going to be the one firing you here soon, so I guess you don't have to go through the trouble of trying to quit after all.
I can tell that your father has already been at work firing people.
Of course he has been, and the same thing's gonna be happening to you after that warning you gave me before. I bet he tore you another one once he found out about what you said to me.
If you don't like to be warned about your mistakes, Dave, then you shouldn't have been making any in the first place.
You shut your freaking mouth! I will not be preached to by your old ass! You're going to be fired, so you go and get all your crap out of your desk right now!
I have not done anything that will get me fired by this company.
You're a freaking joke! As long as my dad and I make something happen, there's no way you'll be able to avoid being fired by this company!
I knew it. So you've both been doing things like that already.
Anyone that thinks they can stand up to me, I make sure they never come back to this office again! That's the way I make sure I stay on top and get paid here!
And so that's what you did to try and get rid of Ty, right?
You know about a lot of things for a part-timer. Both you and that bastard thought you could get away with warning me, like you guys are my parents or something, and that's why you have to go. I just have to tell my dad about things like that, and you'll be gone. That's why you'd better grab all your things today and get started on looking for a new place to work. Well, I'm sure not a single company in this state would be willing to hire such an annoying old hag as yourself, though.
Thank you, Dave. With this, I've finally been able to learn about what you and your father have been up to.
Hey, there's still all those other documents, right? I'm going to be coming to the office right now to get them, so get them all together for me and place them on my desk.
What? From what I remember, that was the task you had been given, Dave.
Shut the hell up already! I had other things going on with my time, and so I never got around to all of it. And, since today is the day all those documents need to be handed in, I need you to work on them and place them on my desk. Well, I'm sure you're not going to be of much help there, though.
You went and told the manager that you'd have all those documents filled out and reviewed before today, right?
I happen to work at my own pace, all right? Don't tell me what to do while I'm there working.
I don't care how you get your work done, but the thing is, you're trying to get me to do all your work for you now that you said you'd take care of.
You don't have to think about it all that much. I'm telling you to do it all for me, so you get to it and do it.
Are you kidding me, Dave?
Such a waste of space. Part-timer like you is only good for one thing, and that one thing is listening to me and doing as I say. If you can't even do that one thing, then you're not worth being a part of this company. Do you really want to be fired right now? Huh?
Well, I'll try my best to get as many of these documents filled out as I can.
You should have been saying that from the very beginning, you old hag. Also, once you have all that work done and on my desk, I want you to clean my office space for me so that it shines. You know what'll happen to you if you're not able to get all of that done for me today, right?
Understood.
Hey, what is this all about?
What are you talking about now, Dave?
I'm not being let into the office building anymore. This stupid-ass security guard is trying to have me kicked off the property right now.
That seems to me like you found yourself in quite the predicament.
Stop messing around with me! He just told me I'm never going to be allowed into the office again, and that I need to hand him my badge. What the hell is going on here?
After the company put some thought into it, this was the choice that it made. If you are trying to figure out why something like this could be happening to you, search your memories, and I am sure you'll find your answer.
I have no memory of anything I've done. Do you know how much I've done for this company, coming into work every day and doing my job? I don't ever remember doing a goddamn thing that would have me kicked out of the office. If anything, it should be all of you useless idiots who continue to get in my way that should be kicked out of the office forever.
That's what I'm talking about, that right there.
Huh?
All of those comments, those hurtful remarks about the rest of employees and part-timers here is what has become a problem in the eyes of this company. To put it into more easy-to-understand terms, you have been harassing others in the workplace with your insults and threats.
What have I done that's considered workplace harassment?
How many times has it been now where you've gone and threatened me with being fired over things that you have no say in? That right there is a perfect description of you harassing me.
That wasn't meant to be me harassing you or anything.
Then tell me what all those comments and threats were.
Those were all warnings! I was warning you by letting you know that if you didn't get everything done like you're supposed to, that you'd be fired!
Is that right? Then what is going on with you bragging about how you could get anyone fired with the help of your father when they were getting in your way and causing you trouble?
You just took that the wrong way is all. Now shut it. Go and talk with the higher-ups and let them all know that they can't kick me out of this company.
I'm sorry, but we are far past all those talks now.
What do you mean?
It's not just me that you were causing problems for, but the rest of this department and employees as well. They have all spoken up about how often you've been harassing them, all because you think you can use your father's position to get your way. So even if I were to go and say something to them, all of the others wouldn't care and would gladly have you gone.
What? What?
Well, I'm not sure what all is going to be coming from this. But from what I've heard, you have to stay home from the office for the next couple of days while the company makes their final decision. So please go home now, Dave.
I see. So that's what's going on here. You've all gotten together and made crap up about me in order to get me fired. That's exactly what I could expect from a bunch of weaklings like you.
I'm sorry to say, but none of us have the ability to do such a thing and get away with it. And the same goes for you now, Dave.
No way, you're wrong. Unlike the rest of you dogs, I can get away with it, and I will. I'm someone you might call an elite.
Surprising, you sound like a 5-year-old talking about yourself like that now.
Shut your freaking mouth, you. I am an elite, and that's why I can talk about myself like this.
Then tell me, Mr. Elite, what are you planning on doing next that will get you out of your mess? I'm not sure there's anything else you can do to change the fate that you've made for yourself.
I have something up my sleeve. I have the power to wipe you all out from that company, no matter how much you all try to make me look like a bad guy.
I'm not sure you'll be able to do such a thing. What you've done has found its way all throughout the company now, so good luck trying to make yourself look good in the eyes of every single one of us. I'm sure you can't do that, though, because a lot of people who have made the decision are far above you in every manner. You see, if what you've been doing wasn't as bad as everyone has made it out to be, then why would the company be kicking you out and sending you home?
That has nothing to do with what I have in store. I have a way to change all the views of me from those higher-ups, and I'm going to do just that.
Then tell me, how are you going to make that happen?
Do you have any idea who I am? Do you have any idea who my dad is?
I'm very sorry to have to say this, but this time I'm not so sure your executive director father will be able to do anything for you.
That's how I'm going to win this, with my dad's power. He's the executive director of this company, and he can do anything I ask. And I'd just like to say that he and I are both very good friends of this company's CEO. All we have to do is go and have a word with the CEO directly about this, and he'll have all you disgusting rats kicked out of this company forever.
Is that right? You and your father are both friends of the CEO?
Of course we are! So what are you going to do now? I think your best choice would be to start apologizing to me right now for all you've tried to do.
Kidding me? No way I'm apologizing to you. Go right ahead and see what happens when you go crying to the CEO about this.
Just don't say I didn't warn you first. We'll see what happens to all of you next. Mr. CEO, could you please listen to what I have to say?
Ah, it's you! You've really gone and done it to us all this time.
Now hold on just a second. This is all a trap that was set for me to fall into. I'm being portrayed as the bad guy right now.
Oh, you're being set up then? Do you care to explain to me in what way you've been set up?
I have not been harassing anyone in the workplace, all right? I've been focusing on my own work and everything while everyone else in the department has been making plans to try to get rid of me.
Then why has all of this happened if you weren't harassing anyone? Why would everyone want you out of this company so badly that they'd set a trap for you and lie?
This is all because of that old hag that's in my department, Amelia. That jerk went through all the work of making me look bad in order to have me sent home.
I wonder why that could be.
She's the kind of bitch that won't let anything go until she has her way. She's the thing that you should be wanting to kick out of this company, not me.
So you're saying all of that about my wife?
What? What did you just say about her?
That woman working in the same department as you has been my wife, Amelia. She's been working part-time for the company for years now, and does so because she has things to attend to at home for us as well. And now you're saying that my wife has something against you and is so selfish that she can't handle anything not going her way?
Well, that's right? Wait, she's really your wife?
That's right. And from what her and all her co-workers have told me, she views everyone as her family here. She's even called the mom of this company, because she spends a lot of her time here making sure everyone is doing okay and is on their A-game. So I'm really not too sure that Amelia would ever go through any trouble to set a trap for someone else and lie about what they've done.
But this is the truth! Is something like workplace harassment? Why would I ever do something like that to any of the employees here?
As far as I'm aware, Dave, from what more than half of that department you've been in has told me, you have been harassing them while they've been in the office. And so we've had to begin an investigation into just how far you've taken things here.
I know about all of that, yes.
Do you know why all of this is happening to you now, then?
Wait, this is all happening because your wife got everyone to help her in taking me down for something I haven't been doing, right?
Wrong. This is all happening because we learned that you were the one that became unhappy with Ty and had him fired by your father. Ty happens to be a very trusted and well-respected man in this company, someone who everyone loved and talked about. And that man, who would never even hurt a fly, fell victim to your harassment as you went and had him fired. When everyone else in the office heard about that, they all started to worry about what you'd do to them all next.
But I...
When I learned the truth behind everything, I was left speechless. And I learned that I'm also responsible for what all has happened by not taking action sooner. But before I have to pay for my failures to this company, you will have to receive your punishment.
Crap!
For the time being, you will not be allowed in the workplace, and your salary will be halved. And once HR has gone through and done their full investigation into you, I believe that you will be fired for what you've done. So please, prepare yourself for that.
Crap! You really did a good job hiding all of that from me!
So how were your talks with the CEO? What all did my husband have to say to you?
I never freaking thought that you'd turn out to be the CEO's wife!
I'm sure he didn't have any room for your words in his head and let them fly into one ear and out the other, right?
Well, since you happen to be the CEO's wife, then all of this will be quick. You go and tell the CEO right now that what he's doing is wrong, and to have all those investigations into me ended.
And why should I, of all people, have to listen to you and go do all of that?
Do you have any idea how much I've done for this company, and how much this company has benefited from having me working for it? You know more than anyone about all the accomplishments I have, right?
I am well aware of all of them. You happen to accomplish a lot while working in this department.
That's right! So you know that if I'm fired from the company and never come back, there will be hell to pay, and the company will never be as good as it is today!
I'm sure there will be some hell to pay, but there would be even more hell to pay by having someone like yourself continue working in this company.
What? Huh? What are you saying now?
You and your father worked together and had quite a few employees in this company fired for no good reason. All of that is very well known now, and there is no erasing the stains you've left behind. Because we had to lose quite a few employees now, some of the best this company had due to your guys' selfish ways. That has been a very major loss for this company, and we will not be allowing that to happen again.
You're wrong! There were very good reasons for why all of them had to be fired!
Well, luckily, the investigation has been doing wonders in finding out what those reasons were. They happen to be lies that your father and you would tell about them, and you'd even go through the trouble of making false evidence in order to fool HR. Well, there's still a lot of time left for those investigations, so only time will tell just what lengths the two of you have really gone to. This company is planning to pay those employees that had to be fired a large amount for their troubles. And then this company will be taking the two of you to court and forcing you both to pay up for the damages you've caused to us. That's the plan, Dave.
You're going to have us pay the company? Why the hell do I have to pay something like that to the company?
Because as I said, you caused some major damages to this company, and we have to make up for them. This is what happens when you cause harm to someone or something else.
well, whatever. I'll pay whatever the company is asking me for.
Oh, you really will? Well, that was fast. I'm sure it's going to be a large amount the company is asking for, so are you sure you can pay it all off?
I don't need your worries. My dad has been the executive director of the company for a long time now, so I'll be able to pay up.
Well, that's just wonderful to hear.
And let me just say, don't consider this a win for yourself.
What? Why would you say that?
While you all have been so busy with those investigations, my dad and I have been talking with the board and all of the company's investors, and we're going to have the CEO changed at once. Then my dad will be made the CEO of the company, and he'll make sure to get rid of all the talks about me harassing others within the workplace, and we'll be back on track to having control. And after all of that, every single one of you that said I was harassing will be fired!
That's going to be impossible for you two.
Huh? Well, why do you think you can call something like that impossible?
Because I can. Like I'd said to you before, your dad is now the ex-executive director.
Huh? Why the hell is he being taken out of that position now?
You know why, right? The both of you were working together to have people wrongfully fired from the company while also harassing the employees. There's no reason it'd only be you getting punished for all your actions. He was doing the same things you were and even helped you with them.
You have to be freaking kidding me right now. If that's the case, then that would mean the both of us are being fired.
I'm sure that anyone can see that being the case now.
Wait a second, all right? All of the things that I had to do were because of him! Because of my dad asking me to do them! I had to go through with all of that unwillingly! I never wanted to harass anyone or threaten them!
This is becoming a bit annoying, Dave. You seem to keep changing the story and your behavior over and over again to fit what you want. Do you really think I'm going to keep listening to you when you do such childish things like that?
But I'm telling you the damn truth here! I didn't want to do any of that, but my dad was making me do everything, or else he'd have me fired!
It's so funny how similar you are to your father.
How similar I am to him! Don't you freaking dare compare me to that bastard!
I will, though, because you both are one and the same. Because your father was saying the exact same things to me about you. He told me that everything he went through with was all because of you forcing him to do so.
No way he'd say that! Dad?
So no matter what excuses you may have for your actions, we all know the both of you went through with everything willingly. Next time you want to try and have an alibi, how about you and your father agree on it first?
Am I really going to be fired now?
I'm sorry to have to say this, but yes, we have to fire those who know nothing about their status in the workplace. After both Dave and his father had been fired from the company, they found themselves in a difficult and heartbreaking situation. Both of them made every effort to find new employment, but the world they lived in wasn't particularly kind, and it seemed that no one was willing to take them on after the scandal that had unfolded. Their resumes were now tainted by the event that had caused them to lose their previous positions, and every time they reached out to a potential employer, they were met with rejection. This constant failure and frustration only made matters worse. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, their circumstances began to deteriorate rapidly. The stress of not being able to provide for their basic needs weighed heavily on both Dave and his father. Their home, which had once been a place of warmth, became a battleground where the two began to take out their frustrations on each other. It wasn't long before their verbal arguments escalated into physical fights. Shouting matches, broken objects, and slamming doors became the new normal for them. Their anger, mixed with the overwhelming stress, made it feel like there was no escape from the constant tension. The most troubling part was how their financial troubles affected their ability to keep up with payments. The bills kept piling up, and the pressure of maintaining their home became too much to bear. They tried to make ends meet by borrowing money from wherever they could, but that only led to further financial ruin. Their inability to provide for their basic needs, coupled with the constant arguing and violence, made things unbearable. It wasn't long before the neighbors began to notice the turmoil. The screams, the loud crashes, and the sounds of things being broken could be heard through the thin walls of their house. On several occasions, the neighbors had called the police, worried about the welfare of Dave and his father. When the officers arrived, the sight of broken glass and doors being slammed was enough to confirm that things had gone from bad to worse. The neighbors' frustration with the situation eventually reached a boiling point. They no longer felt safe with the constant disruptions and commotion coming from the house. Some even pushed for the police to intervene, insisting that Dave and his father be removed from the neighborhood. The pressure from the community became unbearable, and in the end, they were driven out of the area. But their troubles did not end there. Soon after, they were taken to court, where they were faced with the legal responsibility of paying off the settlements demanded by my husband's company. The court proceedings were harsh, and although they eventually secured a large loan to pay off the debt, it left them with nothing. Their savings were gone, wiped out by the cost of the settlement. Now they were left with very little money and no real options for rebuilding their lives. With no other choice, Dave and his father had to leave and search for a new place to live. Dave's father ended up moving out to the countryside, where he found part-time work on a local farm, hoping to start anew in a quieter and simpler life. As for Dave, he found himself working at a fast food restaurant on the side of the highway. Although it was a small job, it was all he could find at the time. He was still struggling, holding on to the hope that one day he would find a better opportunity that would help him pull himself out of the hole he was in. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.